Being somewhat of a aficionado on Yosemite Valley, I'll cover this one. I'll cover it. So it looks like they're coming in on the 120 side, which is the northernmost road to get into the valley. There's been a lot of Yosemite videos popping up on YouTube right now. I think mainly because of the fact that they had like record snowpack this year, and so the waterfalls were really high.
Designing an
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you couldn't tell already, we're in Yosemite National Park and we're gonna go for a bike ride around here. So I know a lot of folks love to do hikes and there are so many beautiful hikes out here, but there are 15 miles of paved path. So we will at least ride the paved paths and maybe even some of the gravel paths, see how far we can get, some of the best sites. We'll see.
And if you've been following with us since last summer, when we went to Glacier and Yellowstone, we used the trick of going in early, like waking up at 5 in the morning and going to the park before they open to ensure we had a spot. We didn't have to wait in line to get in. We did this.
Usually there isn't a line, but people who do that are trying to avoid having to pay for the park admission, because if you go during operating hours you have to pay $20 and you get like a receipt that you can use for I think it's either 5 or 7 days that will get you in and out. But if you're going in really early, you don't they're not there yet, so you can just drive right in. And then I imagine they're probably going to leave really late, so they're not going to have to pay that $20 admission at all, is my guess.
Same thing today. So we woke up at a Walmart 70 miles away
At 4 a.m.
at 4 a.m. and we drove in from there. And so we made sure we got into the park. We had a parking spot, and that's how we navigate parking in the national parks with a big rig.
Yeah, by 8 a.m., your wait could be 4 hours to get in.
And parking one of these things is atrocious in a national park at that point.
There's Camp 4 across these trees here, and there's a parking lot here, and then this is all big rig parking. So this is where we ended up. If you have a Class A or a Class C that's longer than 24 feet or so that can't fit in a single spot, this is probably your best option, if not your only option. It's the only one we saw. So if you have a trailer,
Yeah, that's not true. You know that's not true. Yes, you can park at Camp 4. You can also there's parking over by the village store. There's a day use parking lot over there. And there's also parking by Curry Village. I think there might even be another lot somewhere, but okay. You do you.
and fifth wheel and all that, that's the same thing. We saw one trailer, but not too many RVs. And the reason for it is probably because it is treacherous getting in here. These roads are wild, and I'll save you from the boring footage, but good golly. All right, let's go ride. Here for walking and biking, you've still got, I think it's...
Just so you know, it's not all that wild. Like, you want a wild ride? Come up the south side of Sequoia National Park. That is so windy that every kid I've driven up that road has gotten sick, car sickness from it. The roads are not so windy that, and all you got to do is like take a little Dramamine, you're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. By the way, the valley is only 10 miles long, and it's mostly flat. This is not difficult at all. Even me in my debilitated state could probably still bike this. I don't know that I could do a full 10 miles, but it's pretty flat, you guys.
About 15 miles total. So
No,
if
it's 10.
we are, let's see, where are we at on this map? Oh, we are here. Oh,
I
that's
think we should go down.
go
around,
down.
Over.
It's 10
Okay.
miles.
Oh, through the campgrounds.
Hit the visitor center at the top.
Let's see, bicycles permitted on the first paved mile of the trail only. That might be kind of neat, though. Might have to do that. Yep, and then back up. Okay. Now, if you didn't believe us that it's super busy, we'll give you some more examples. But yeah, it's only, I think it's 8 o'clock. Pretty packed. All right, starting out. You know, this is a nice part about having a bicycle as well. You don't have to get your feet wet.
Oh my God, what are you doing? You are not supposed to be riding your bikes on trails. Only the roads. Oh my God, even. I can't even. You are not supposed to be riding bikes on the actual trails. That is against the rules, you guys. Oh my God. They're not supposed to be doing that.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Oh man, yeah, the waterways out here, no joke. A lot of that ice melt, I'm guessing. Whew. Oh man. Keep your feet up. Keep your feet up. Woo. So this is definitely the trail we want to be on because most people will not cross that. Wow.
We have crossed that.
Oh, dang it. Wow.
At Ralph's,
You know-
you can save big today.
Just to clarify here, you are not allowed to ride bikes on the actual pedestrian trails in Yosemite Valley, period. So what they're doing is against the rules. They can get ticketed by a ranger. This is some bullshit. But on top of it, it kind of looks, I don't know if I'm correct in this, it kind of looks like they have those motorized fucking bikes that all those kids are riding around my neighborhood.
Wow. Yeah, the water line's almost up to the bottom of the bridge here.
You're not
What a-
supposed to be doing this bullshit.
What a sight,
Oh
though.
my God. You know, watching all these Yosemite videos with these idiots who go in and they're like, I'm an expert hiker. I know everything about nature. I know that if I get up at 4 in the morning, I can not have to pay the $20 to get in the park. I am so sick of you clowns. Oh my God.
You know, the video is just not gonna do it justice, guys. Wow. And every few feet, you just want to stop and take a photo and just take it in. Wow.
God damn, dude. Look at where you stand down. You're on a pedestrian trail. Fuck's sake, man.
Wow. Talk about a nice, peaceful bike ride.
Oh my god, man.
That is a big rock. As you can see, measuring by 1 Emma, it's a lot of Emmas.
Right.
Oh, that's a big rock. Oh, look at that beautiful blue jay. Wow. Whoa.
You gonna call out anything? So I believe he was just looking at Sentinel Rock, that was on the right there, and if that's the case, then it's probably El Capitan or either the Three Brothers. I think it's called the Three Brothers. That's over by Half Dome. All of these rock formations have names, and clearly these people don't know shit about Yosemite Valley, and so they can't tell you what they're looking at.
Kind of a cool little camp. These are all spread out through here.
It's Camp Curry.
Now this is a Lower Pines campground, which I wish you guys could smell it. It smells like a lovely firewood, almost like a cologne. What we're seeing though is mostly small class C's and class B vans. So I see one fifth wheel back here, Montana, an older Montana. I'm curious if we'll see any class A motorhomes. This would be a nice place to hang up. I think they're...
Well, dumbass, you should have gone to North Pines, or I'm sorry, Upper Pines. Upper Pines actually has the evacuation site where they can unload their shit. There's a dump station there, and that's generally where people park with their RVs, but okay.
There's at least 3 campgrounds out here. This would be a cool one. But it's interesting to see vacancies in any of these spots because people...
Well, what time of year did you go?
I thought that was a smaller Montana. That was a big old Montana. Oh, there's an A. There we go. Okay. No, we're not the only ones here, I guess. Yeah. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, we'll see, lots of tents. Yeah, we'll see if there's a dump station as well. That'd be kind of nice. Some of you guys may or may not expect it, but there are no hookups at most of these campsites. So you can hear a little generator usage. Doesn't bother.
They're literally there for one day. Like, seriously, you need a dump station for one day? And most of the time you're actually on your bikes, and you can use the public restrooms. You can't even with these people.
Folks like us, but it's something to know. Got food storage containers. Be bear aware. Always important. But look at this. These campsites, right on the water. And it might not look like it's going too quickly, but there is some seriously strong current in there. Not something to mess with, but this view, guys. Not crazy. Beautiful. Ooh, there's a Fleetwood Flare and a Sunseeker. And I love the Soul Rovers. Those are so cute.
We saw a cool one of those when we were driving yesterday that had like a wrap with like a cool sunset on it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little Forester. Definitely no big old diesel pushers, that's for sure. I feel like in a spot like this, we could probably get Bailey. Good good length, but our face would definitely be at the road. That's for sure. A lot of Class C's out here. Oh boy.
Well, they moved on. So basically what they did not tell you is that half of that campground was wiped out during the 96-97 El Nino flood. And they decided to let it return to nature. Half of Lower Pines campground was wiped out. There are signs along in the forest, just like randomly in the forest, that show you how high the flood level got. And also they let Upper River and Lower River campgrounds return to nature, because both of these areas, all of these areas, were submerged underwater during the 100-year flood. But okay, you're just gonna, obviously, on your little motorbikes, that's too much for you to explore. Okay.
Isn't it horrible, guys? Look at that. Beautiful river. Beautiful river. Ooh, look at that beauty. Oh, that's the campground host. Okay. 30-footer. Like their sign. Look at this Tioga. That's nice. We'll see if they continue to manufacture these soon. And we've got a Tab 320. Gorgeous. And somewhere in here there's a Scamp. Oh, look at that. Little Scamp 13 pulled by an Outback. What a great combo. From California as well. Okay. Beauty. Oh, makes me miss our Scamp.
Yeah, that was a nice little rig.
Yes. Perfect, like, starter trailer, I think.
That is big left.
Rest in peace. All right. They do have a dump station here.
So they're in North Pines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
sorry,
we'll have to-
Upper Pines now.
Pop our heads in here on our way out. Potable water here. Oh yeah, they got the hookups, guys. With a great view. Oh, wouldn't you know it? 2 Scamps. Wow. That looks exactly like... Yep, that has a front bathroom, just like ours did. Ours did not have the window on the front.
I saw on Instagram that Gone Scamping is also in Yosemite, where they were yesterday.
Oh. Gone Scamping. There's a Lance truck camper.
They're literally wasting a lot of time in the campgrounds right now when they could be driving the loop that goes up to like Happy Isles. They could be going to Mirror Lake. There are so many places they could be going, and instead they're just like exploring these people that are camping right now, and it's just a bunch of trees. There is nothing scenic in the campgrounds. Can't even with these two.
And if you're into more homemade digs, there's you a U-Haul. Ultimate stealth. I know a lot of you guys love these. Just get a good shot there. He is. Seems to be a fan favorite. Oh, a little adventure there. Of course, Frodo Bronco. Oops, 3. Yeah, lots of kids out here. It's interesting to see how the families will get all the kids, and even vans. You know, if you're smart with your space, you can really pack them in there. Doesn't mean you have to have a bad time.
Or you put the parents in the RV and the kids in the tent.
Yep. Well, that's why if you have a Class A motorhome, or any sort of motorhome, you just get a trailer to tow behind it. Mother-in-law suite, kids' room, same thing. Oh, you truck camper lovers. There's a Northern Light. Beauty. Oh, for you Westie lovers. There you are. That's a good looking rig. That's a lot of bikes there. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Mirror Lake is 2 miles that way. Okay. Yeah, no bikes allowed, but.
I don't know where they are trying to travel right now, because Mirror Lake literally has like an actual road that goes all the way up to it and has a parking lot at the top for handicapped people. So I've no idea which direction they have taken at this point. There used to be a tram back in the 70s that went from the bottom, it like connected with the other shuttle stop, and you could get on the other shuttle and then go up to Mirror Lake. It is a 2-way like fucking street. So I've no, like, what are they doing? Are they trying to like take the horse trail? What are they doing?
How beautiful is that? Not the place to slip and fall in, but
You can't have your dogs unleashed in the park. Period. You cannot. There are bears in that goddamn park. I can't even. Oh. Some visitors are so goddamn stupid. But did you notice how they started up what was a foot trail or a horse trail, and then all of a sudden they fucking found the road, the actual road that goes up to. I can't. By the way, Mirror Lake doesn't technically exist anymore. Mirror Lake was a man-made lake that they used to dig out with like a bulldozer, and they stopped doing it in the 70s. And then as we went through droughts, they actually even started changing the signage and calling it Mirror Meadow. But it became, as we started getting some more water, it became like a very shallow kind of little pond. And so I imagine during flood seasons, it becomes something of a pond again, but it's certainly not a lake. That is not Mirror Lake. My mom used to do this bullshit to me in the 80s. She would take me up to that particular spot and be like, okay, we're at Mirror Lake, blah, blah, blah. Mirror Lake is actually behind the trees. It's right behind that. What are you doing? This is not Mirror Lake. That's not Mirror Lake. I can't even. Oh my god, that was not Mirror Lake, you guys. Hang on. Okay, you guys, this is what Mirror Lake actually is, right? It's, as you can see, it doesn't have that very large rock in it. The area that these folks went to is actually right below the bottom of this, because basically what they were doing, probably the Conservation Corps or whatever they're called, was digging this particular spot out so that they could have like some boating activities back in the 60s and shit. And the area right in front of it was left piled up. And so right below it has another sort of pool, and a lot of people stop at that pool and think that that's Mirror Lake. That is not fucking Mirror Lake. This is this is Mirror Lake, you guys. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you can. These are like motorized bikes that they're on. These are not just like regular bikes. You're not allowed to be on the dirt trails.
Oh, look at the deer.
Fuck's sake. These are definitely motorized bikes. I mean, first of all, you're not allowed to have any bikes on the trails like that. So all of these people are fucking up, but you absolutely can't have motorized bikes on these trails. Fuck's sake. Dirt biking is not allowed in Yosemite. Oh, they're going to the Awani.
That is one serious cabin. Holy moly.
Cabin.
Oh, it smells good. This is interesting. What is this?
The Awani Hotel, dumbass. Go have a drink and
The Grand Lodge. Okay.
Oh, that was when they renamed it.
Wow.
The Awani Hotel.
Look at the falls, guys. Isn't that incredible? Wow.
What are they called?
It's just, there's no bad view here. I think this might be one of the, if not the most photogenic park. Yellowstone is absolutely beautiful. The Grand Tetons are about as majestic as they get. But this might be the most photogenic park, period. There's Half Dome. Wow. Incredible. It's crazy to think that the view can only get better as the light changes through the day. Wild.
You couldn't figure out a place where you could get both portions of the falls in it. I mean, literally, you just could have gone a little bit further down the street and had both sections and the Cascades of Yosemite Falls. It's hilarious. This guy obviously doesn't know shit about Yosemite.
A single cloud in the sky. Man, what a
That's not a bike
sight.
path, dude.
This is my favorite view of Half Dome. You have Half Dome right here. You can also see North Dome as well.
It's not a bike path, dude. Oh my god, you guys.
Oh, look at that. A sea breeze. Basically a dolphin. Says I'm moving as fast as I can. It's a turtle. Oh, I love it. So fun. And we are back. Let's see if Bailey has any friends out here. Let's see. There's a Sunseeker. That's a beauty. And lodging, a lot of vans. But Bailey is otherwise alone. All right. Well, that was a nice trip. Clearly, that didn't need much in the way of narration.
You know, the two of you don't even deserve Yosemite at this point. The fact that you were riding motorized bikes on pedestrian trails, which is illegal in the park, is horrifying to me. Because I have been camping there since the 70s. And that is really freaking me out that you did that. You did not mention a single landmark other than Half Dome. You spent half of your time just fucking riding around people's campsites. You didn't know how to get up to Mirror Lake, and you never actually accomplished getting to Mirror Lake. You went to the pool that is right before you get to Mirror Lake. With this video, this was so bad. I hate it when people are like, oh my god, I'm an expert camper. This dude spent the majority of his time talking about RVs. Oh my gosh, that RV, I used to have an RV like that. Oh, that one's kind of like ours. Okay, well, you are literally in one of the most majestic places on earth, and you don't know shit about it. You don't know what the rock, and you could literally have stopped at the visitor center and gotten like a kid's map that would have told you the names of all of those rock formations. What a lazy fucking piece of shit couple. And they were doing it on motorbikes. You cannot do that, you guys. You cannot take your bike, like even like your regular bikes, on pedestrian trails. That is illegal in Yosemite. That was some bullshit. Oh